Today we have day number 4 of the Core Elite reveals. Tomorrow's the big day, of course. I guess outside linebackers, okay, I guess, but the quarterbacks. We got to see the quarterbacks. That's coming tomorrow. But we have the wide receivers and the cornerbacks. Here are the cornerbacks. We have Jalen Ramsey or Darius Slay. This one, I don't even know why they said that. It's obviously going to be Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey, Slay, Marlon Humphrey, Jair Alexander, Tariq Woolen. A lot of people were very surprised that Tariq Woolen was an 85, which is higher than his regs overall, which is very rare. You don't see that very often. Sauce Gardner, Stephon Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs, Pat Surtain, and Tre'Davious White. And then we have, here are the ratings. So Jalen Ramsey, 85 speed is tied for the fastest that we've seen so far with AKA Justin Jefferson, AKA Sauce Gardner, as well as the Core Elite Montez Sweat, which is crazy to say. But Jalen Ramsey does join them, also does get great man, great zone, great press. Usually early game Ramsey cards, as long as they give him speed, are very good. Also should be able to tackle at a pretty decent rate. So yeah, there's Jalen Ramsey. Next up, we have Darius Slay, and these next couple corners are very similar. Slay, good zone, good speed, gonna have a good height as well, a decent height. We then have Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey, 84 speed, 6 foot, good man, good zone. Yeah, he looks good as well. And it's very surprising that Marlon Humphrey actually got some love. Usually they always do Marlon Humphrey dirty. Also should be a pretty decent tackler as well, but Marlon Humphrey does look very good. Next up, we got Jair Alexander. Very similar. His tackling might not be as good, but 86 man coverage with 84 zone. I actually like him better than Slay and Marlon Humphrey. This card actually does look really nice. And then next up, we have Tariq Woolen. This guy is going to be on a lot of people's teams to start the year. I'm not sure what his price is going to end up being. I don't know what it's going to be. But at like 6'4", tied for the fastest in the game, this card's going to be on a lot of people's squads. He's got good zone, good press. Tariq Woolen, the fact he's an 85 is crazy, but I'm happy he is because he's actually like a really good corner. And he'll be good. He'll be good in mud. Definitely a very sought after card. And next up, we have Sauce Gardner. And if you were not able to get the pre-order Sauce Gardner, this is going to be your best sauce, best sauce option. However, his AKA is the better card, has better speed, but still 6'3", 84 speed. I would imagine that Sauce will be much cheaper than Tariq Woolen because of the speed differential, but if you have to result to Sauce, he'll still play well. It's just, Tariq won't exist. You can go Tariq Woolen, Core Elite Sauce, or Tariq Woolen, AKA Sauce. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch right there as far as size goes. Stephon Gilmore, maybe on like a full theme team, you might see him get used, but outside of that, not really. And then next up, Trayvon Diggs, 84 speed, underneath that man threshold, but good zone and also a low press as well. So if you're someone that likes playing that press man coverage, that press stat is very important. I like Pat Surtain as well. I wish he had 84 speed like Sauce Gardner and Jair Alexander. But, good press, very balanced stats, and should also be a pretty good tackler. Honestly, very surprised that he's not up there as an 85 overall. But, yeah, those are your top 10 cornerbacks. I do feel like maybe Marshawn Lattimore was snubbed, but outside of that, this list looks pretty good. And the stats are also pretty nice. I think a good amount of these cards will actually get used, unlike the safeties where, or the free safeties at least, where I don't think really anyone but Minkah Fitzpatrick will be seen on anyone's team. So now let's get to the wide receivers. So here are the wide receivers. At 86 overall, we have Tyreek Hill. At number 2, we have another 86 overall. That's Justin Jefferson. Our 85s are Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, and also Garrett Wilson gets an 85 overall to start the year, which is kind of wild that he's up there with as the same overall as like Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs, but there he is. Amari Cooper at an 84, as well as Mike Evans at number 4. And yeah, CeeDee Lamb is not on here, which is interesting. That they have Garrett Wilson at an 85. CD's not in this top 10, which is kind of, I feel like he should definitely be on here. But yeah, here are the stats. So Tyreek Hill is officially the fastest card that we've seen so far at an 86 overall speed, which was very expected. We all kind of thought he would be 86. But one thing that does kind of surprise me is also he's not hitting that deep route running threshold at 90, which he normally is able to get even with the strat card. But I feel like this Justin Jefferson stats do surprise me because we have the 85 overall Justin Jefferson. It's a pre-order card. And I really don't see, unless there's some kind of ability that the AKA pre-order Justin Jefferson gets that this one won't get. That's really the only way that you're going to choose that card over this one. So most likely you're going to see people who pre-ordered the game before the pre-order deadline picking Sauce Gardner because his card is better than his Core Elite. Compared to looking stat-wise and overall-wise, the Core Elite does look a little bit better. And most likely the better overall, the better abilities he's going to get. So the Core Elite should be better. But stats look good route running-wise, all that good stuff. Stephon Diggs, 82 speed. Definitely not the best. Not the best we've seen. Devontae Adams, 83 speed, so not awful. Cooper Kupp, good mid route running, good short route running. Normally, Cooper Kupp cards are actually very good to start the year. His animations always play well. Card always just plays well, gets crazy separation despite having lower speed. But honestly, 83 speed to start the year, not awful, especially, being a slot archetype, which means he should get good, like, short in ability, slot-o-matic, things like that. AJ Brown wouldn't touch his card, like, with a 10-foot pole. He's like 6 foot, and he's just not as big as he is in real life. So usually that's what makes AJ Brown elite. But in MUT, he doesn't really translate that well unless he has good abilities or elite speed. Jamar Chase, 84 speed, looks super good. 85 deep route running, also gonna be very good after the catch. You have Garrett Wilson at 84 speed as well. Good route running across the board, playmaker archetype. He looks like he'll be pretty good at 6 foot as well. Next up, we have Amari Cooper. Probably wouldn't go after him. And then we have the 6'5" Mike Evans with lower mid route running and lower short route running. Good deep routing, but good catching traffic, which is actually a stat that should matter this year, especially with the amount of KOs that we're going to see in this year's game. So, those are the wide receivers, man. I like a lot of them. I feel like, obviously the elite receivers are going to have like 85 speed to start the year. There's going to be some promo cards that get 85 speed at receiver, or a lot more of them. Join Tyreek Hill. But, I feel like 84 to 86 speed is going to be a good range to start the year. And obviously there's no speed strat cards. The only way I believe that we're going to be able to boost speed to start the year is going to be using a theme team. So if you have any of these guys' theme teams, could be nice. But outside of that, man, I feel like speed's going to be kind of hard to find. We still got to see the rookie premier overalls and things like that. We do have a couple, rookie premier wide receivers. That could be pretty solid. But not a bad list. Besides, like a CD, I don't hate this list. So yeah, drop a comment down below. What do you guys think about the corners and the wide receivers? To me, I think they did a pretty good job. Surprised that, surprised that Tariq Woolen isn't the same speed as like Tariq Woolen or that Tyreek's the same speed as Tariq Woolen. Kind of surprised by that, but outside of that, cornerbacks and receivers to me just didn't disappoint. So we're gonna have to see what rookie premieres look like. Hopefully they show those stats, if not tomorrow over the weekend, but at least before the game comes out. But as always, I will see you boys in the next one.